Let me go. I don't want this no more. I don't want this no more. I'm gonna lay when I need to go right. No, my life I had to fight. But I don't want this no more. No, I don't want this no more. Ain't no loyalty out in these streets. Ain't no peace, ain't no relief. And I don't want this no more. No, I don't want this. Let me get to the other side.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Latricia Johnson Miller, and welcome to The Other Side, where issues are real, issues are raw, and issues possibly get resolved. And now, here's your host, Eric Rucker.
Fellas, grab your girls. It's about to get sexy in here. Thank y'all for coming by to The Other Side. Yo, make sure you like, subscribe, click that like button, and share, you know what I mean? And always comment. So, like they said, I'm Rucker, your host, and tonight we have...
I'm Whitney Nicole.
Shot.
That's all it is, just
Yep.
shy.
Yeah, just shot.
Okay.
Niggas know.
Amen.
I ain't mad at you. Yo, tonight our conversation is communication. You know, we do a lot of things when it comes to being with our significant other. So, how do you talk to them? What do you say? What do you not say? How do you communicate with them properly? Miss Nicole, what do you think?
Well, honestly, communication is absolutely key, but we have to know how to communicate in the other person's language as well. So we want to talk about the 5 love languages. If you're not familiar with the 5 love languages, it actually came out in the 90s. Gary Chapman wrote the book. And so decades later, we're still talking about love languages and how to love and show love. So there's 5 love languages. We have words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So what's your love language?
You already, I'm physical touched all day long because I just feel like, you know, when you pulling her to you and she pulling you to her, you know, that's intimate. That's especially when you're kissing somebody. That's probably the most intimate. So I like the physical touch. That's how I express myself.
Okay.
What's
I
your
think
job?
I would say quality time and physical touch. Yeah, that's me all day. Cut and dry, plain and simple. Yep. How about
Okay.
you, Tree?
Well, mine changes from time to time. I am quality time because I like to have my significant other's undivided attention. I'm selfish, and I know it, and I want all the attention on me.
What the hell?
Oh, the baby.
Well, at least she honest. I mean,
But I will say I threw in words of affirmation because I believe that if the person knows what you think about them, you know, not just how you feel about them, but what you actually think about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That helps it come along a little bit better.
so with that being said, I am words of affirmation. I need the I love yous. I need the you're doing great. You look great. I need that. And I also give that. So words of affirmation has always been my top, and everything else just kind of, it really didn't score high at all. Like, it's just literally number 1 for words of affirmation.
Yeah, I used to date this chick and I used to put her to bed with words of affirmation.
Bye.
Whoa, I mean words, straight up.
Bye.
Like,
That's
what's wrong with that?
What you
Like-
mean words?
like,
What do you mean
I
words
would,
of
I would always like. It was a long distance relationship. So
So you didn't have a choice.
You didn't have a choice but to affirm her every day.
yeah, I affirmed her because I used to always tell her I would first of all what I would do was I would pray with her, and then after the prayer, you know, prayers make you sleepy. I don't care who you are. You laying down with the lights off and you start praying, you was going to sleep all day
The
long.
devil don't want you to pray.
The devil himself is praying, so you know.
So what I would do is I would tell her that she was intelligent. I would tell her she was beautiful. I would tell her she was sexy. I would tell her all kind of things just so when she wake up in the morning, she has a positive outlook on her day. And that helped me for a while till, well, we all know how that went after a while.
But one thing I wanted to talk about is, even though we have said what our love language is, you have to be very understanding and clear that you have to love somebody in their love language. You
Not
cannot,
yours, right.
That's
if
very
mine
true.
is
That's true.
words of
That's very
affirmation and his is quality time, I have to be careful trying to love him in words of affirmation. That's how I need to be loved. So I have to spend time with him. I need to make myself, and that's where people mess up. Because you get caught up in self. But if you're not loving the person in their love language, it's not going to work.
But on the other side of that, though, I get that. But what if they don't know your love language?
Well, see, that's why you have to communicate that.
You have to
That's the
communicate
point
that
of
to
communication.
them.
I feel like that if you're dating someone, that should be one of the first things y'all talk about.
So,
What is your
how
love language?
do you communicate that, though?
Easy. What is your love language? And if
Come
yes,
on, man.
I'm not joking.
I get it, but no,
No,
come
I'm
on.
telling you, you literally can say, "What is your love language?"
What if
This
they
is-
don't know?
But most people don't know.
If they don't know,
people
you
don't
can
know.
easily send. I mean, when I tell you can just send the link, I have done that, and
Of
then
course.
it's like then it's also more conversation because wow, I didn't know that. Now you get to talk about why this.
Or it could be, wait a minute, she might be moving a little fast.
I don't think so. And if somebody thinks
You know,
that,
it could be.
you think so?
It could be. Because
I think
my
it-
first date with you shouldn't be what is my love language. I don't even know if I'm going to date you.
Well,
Maybe not. I think in conversation, like, you get what I'm
but
saying,
Once
Sean?
you solidify that
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
in
yeah.
a relationship,
Or if you all are dating.
no, that's
Absolutely.
too fast too.
No, because
there needs to be
dating-
a commitment.
I don't agree with that. Mm-mm. Because I don't want to commit to something, and now I don't even like. I ain't committing to nothing until I even know if it's something to commit to. Why would I commit myself to someone who one ain't even open to the love language? Don't because we ain't never had the conversation. Are you kidding me? It's just like any other value you have. I don't want to find that out while
I
I'm
guess,
really in a
but
committed
I
relationship
just
with
think
you.
that sometimes it could seem a bit forward.
I don't think so.
If
personally.
you only been dating for a month, it's like, hey, so what's your love like? You're like, I don't even love you.
I don't even
No,
know your
no,
middle
no.
name.
But I'm
It's not about
just
love,
telling you
it's
how it
just-
could be misconstrued though.
I don't.
You know what I
I've
mean?
never had anybody ever be against it. It's like most of the time they know what.
But
it is.
most guys ain't gonna be against it
Yeah,
to
they-
start
because
with.
they trying to
They
get
just-
panties.
They trying to get right.
trying to
so
get panties.
They just go with
Well,
the
it doesn't
flow.
work. So
I'm just
that's all
saying.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying. I feel like
What is the problem if you're getting to know someone or there's a mutual interest, whether you all have solidified date in a relationship or not? That's just asking normal stuff. I feel like that's a part of getting to know someone. It's not saying we're in love. It's not saying that I'm gonna love you. It's interesting, and I think it's important to know that.
so. Do you think
That's
that
just
asking?
conversation.
Do you think that if you asking what's your love language, is there a better way of asking that person
Probably.
without using
Feel like
those
I'm
words?
a little bit more like very just like, what's your love language? I mean, I don't think anything is.
So
wrong
let me
with
ask you a
that.
question, Trace. If you ask somebody that, and they say, "I don't know," what do you do from there?
Well, you may have to rephrase it. You may have to put it in terms that they understand because everyone doesn't understand the same thing. So, therefore, what makes your boat float? What makes your thing swing?
That might be a little something. We might go to.
My
some-
mind just
See,
went
I was just
so.
gonna
My mind just
with-
went so far
That
left.
trees with a man, that ain't. You can't say that because they like. So I'm saying, like, I really like it. This, I ain't asked you that. How we get there? So
Yeah,
that's
but
why I
that's
think
definitely
just
what it sounds like.
right.
That's what that's
Hey,
like.
I'ma
she
say
said how
it-
you think.
High swing, well, you
It's
know,
swinging long.
actually,
It's swinging long.
actually.
All right.
But no,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
saying like maybe you can just say, ask this way, saying, "What's your love language? What do you want? How do you want to be loved? How do you love? What do you do to show that you are desiring someone or you want them to show that back to you?" I think that's a clear question.
So that's a good thing. All right, your love language.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to, as Latrice likes to say, the other side.
So, yes, the other side. Because in a relationship, committed or not, every day is not going to be sunny. Every day is not going to be cherry pie. Every day is not going to be sweet. So, what's your conflict style? Because that's when you truly know a person. That's when you truly get to know a person. And then that's when you can figure out whether I want to deal with you or not. Because most of the time, we want to deal with people when the things are good.
Oh yeah.
But I think the conflict style changes based upon what you've been through.
But so does your love language.
Yeah.
Just like seasons change, your love language may change, depending upon what stage you're in. If you're going through health issues, you may not need words of affirmation. You may need quality time. You may need somebody to spend time with you. But if everything's and you're going through health issues and you sitting up in the hospital, gifts is not what you want. You're wanting affirmation. You're wanting quality time. So depending upon what you're going through, period, just seasons change.
Yeah.
And every time the season change doesn't mean it's going to be the same when that season rolls around.
I was talking to this chick. You know, I'm
Go.
telling you.
Here we go.
I was talking to this chick one time, and I called her cheating. I called her cheating.
She was cheating on you.
Yeah, she cheated on me, and you know who you are. That's your fault.
Yo, come on, man.
She cheated on me. And what was crazy was I was coming in from LA, got in, make a long story short, was partying with the boys, whatever. Came, called her, told her I was coming through. She was like, yo, ain't no need to come by. I was like, what the fuck?
At least she was honest.
Fuck that goddamn honesty. You know I'm in town. You know what I mean? You know what it is.
You didn't make a thing swing.
Oh,
Where she
shit.
wanted-
All right,
to where she
clearly.
wanted to drop.
But this is
doing?
what happened. So I show up. It was crazy. Dude, car wouldn't start that she was cheating with. So he thought I was gonna have a problem with him. My problem was with him. My problem was her. Make a long story short, I get my stuff. We leave it. I call her back, and that mug said, "Fuck you, you black bastard." You talking about? See, so my conflict style, you can't be talking to me any old kind of way like that. Because every time, and I'm going to tell you what really pissed me off about it was every time I call her back, she hang up, fuck you, and hang up.
She was sick of your shit.
And I,
That's all I'm
and I couldn't
saying.
get it off.
That leads me to say, what else was you doing?
Exactly. Or
No.
not doing.
Yeah,
Because clearly
you didn't know her love language.
it was
Clearly.
missing something.
Clearly.
But
So,
when
Whitney,
it, when
what's
it,
your conflict?
That's
when
bullshit.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm saying.
When it comes to conflict, it's something like recently. I thought I had matured. I thought I did until I was put in a situation, and I felt like very vindictive. Like I wanted this person to hurt. Like, and I was like, whoa, why am I doing that? But yeah, like, oh, I'm like,
You wanted to hit below the
nigga
belt.
this, nigga that. You got me that. I couldn't even. And it was honestly like an out of body experience, more so like out of like frustration and I'm not proud of that, but I do. I got a very slick mouth, and I'm gonna say what I want to say. Whoops, I'm not gonna apologize really for what I said. Maybe how I said it,
What'd
because
you
I
say
really
to
do. I don't want to say what I said. It's really.
It's like that.
But I don't
Okay.
think you should.
I'm not saying
I'm not
it's right,
saying right
Eric.
now.
I'm just saying, but you gotta understand too. A lot of it, it's not just like, oh, I just made out. It's like it's a multitude of things that have led me to be like very ugh. And now I can't even like stop it because I'm so upset.
Yeah, but that's the problem with women. Y'all be holding all that stuff in and it
True.
come out one day.
Oh yeah.
No, not just women.
Not just-
If you
it
let
means
a dude,
not-
if you
not
let a
just
dude
women.
know
Not just
what's
women.
going on, he can feel that build up. Or maybe you could stop it for
But
a
no,
decade.
and what happens when you do? And speaking of love language, I got something for you. What happens when you and your partner have the same love language, and he doesn't know how to communicate? That's problematic. As I told you before, I think that it is a thing that people want to say they know something. Oh, because
Why would that be
I would think
problematic?
that would make it easier.
And that you tell me.
Why would if both
That's
of y'all
what
got
I'm
the
trying
same
to
one?
say.
Why would it be problematic?
I don't know. I've never experienced it, so I'm
Unless
asking
he
this
lied to
question.
you.
Or I think that people are not aware of who they are. So maybe that's what yours came up, but you have to understand that you have to do something.
Yeah, but
it's
but
not.
You do know when you do that test, you got to be honest about the questions that are
Yeah.
being asked,
Yeah.
or you're gonna get a false love language. So if he just doing the test like, oh, I think that's what she like.
No, not
Sure.
no, but it was even prior to me.
Oh,
He
really?
did it. So I was like, that's interesting. How can you have the same love language and still cannot communicate? Especially with affirmations. That's the one where you actually have to be verbal.
Yeah.
That's the only one where you really need to be saying something and it still wasn't. It didn't work.
So, Shad,
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
so what are some of the things that when we are having conflict or hard conversations with our significant other, what would you say are some of the things that we shouldn't say?
Oh, God.
Whew.
Let me
Oh, man.
step away for a second.
Hey, don't never approach his manhood. That always hurts.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Don't tell him somebody better than him.
no, that's
That always
right.
hurts.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't start going. Well, so and so used to do this. So
So
I ain't him.
comparison.
Yeah.
Comparison.
Y'all hate that.
But
too?
why do y'all?
No, yeah, we
Well,
do.
really
Let me ask
hate
you a question.
We do.
Why do women have the tendency, like when we argue, or we have is who, what, where, when, why, and I don't like this, and fuck it, and that's us. That's men.
or nothing at all have to.
Or
Or-
shut down.
or you
Shut
shut
down
down,
mode.
and we just have to
Y'all
know-
hit below the belt. Y'all call.
I'm gonna be
fuck
honest
your
with
mama,
you.
Your mama
It
ain't
could be
shit.
potentially in our DNA. I'm not saying every woman, but I think collectively. I mean, I think that we can be a little bit more I do.
Because y'all go for the jugular. But to me, if you say that you love me,
Oh, God.
there's certain things you shouldn't say to me.
And vice versa.
But what led up to this? Nobody's just coming off with this. Most women are not just doing this off the top of their head.
I know a
It is
few.
a lead up. Most of the
I
time.
know.
But where we're clueless is we don't know it's no lead up. Everything was just all good a week ago.
But I had a
You know?
conversation actually with my father this weekend, and it is the fact that men and women are just different.
We're different.
Yeah.
And like I'm literally expressing myself to him, and he's like, it's like one of them things like, okay. But I'm not saying that he doesn't care, but I don't think that y'all honestly know
don't.
how to even respond to us being emotional. Because half
They
the
don't.
time it's like, why are you being so emotional? What happened? Well, it's just,
They don't.
and it's like, it can become insensitive to us. Like, well, dang.
I'm going to tell you
Man.
what.
when it seems like it comes out of nowhere.
It
though.
doesn't come, and that's the
But
thing
I'm
when I'm
saying
talking
that's
about
what it
awareness.
seems like to
It
us,
never
I'm telling
comes out of nowhere.
And then y'all will be quick
Would
to
you-
say,
am I
oh, you're
lying?
not paying
It
attention.
never
No,
comes-
it
no,
doesn't
you
come
was
out of
good
nowhere.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
20 minutes ago.
But
you
we're
was good.
emotional. We are emotional
Whether
beings.
it's a physical crying or it's just we are much more in tune with our emotion when it comes to that. And y'all, and the worst part,
We are uncomfortable.
Don't let me be arguing with you and you be like this. I'm gonna get mad.
I
at
get
you.
it. I do.
You
Whatever,
Wait,
money.
wait,
My-
wait,
whatever,
wait,
money.
wait.
Whatever,
Stop,
money.
Stop.
I
How you gonna be mad?
know
this
because
dude
it's
listening?
annoying because it starts frustrating me.
But
like,
I'm listening.
Sit up when
I'm
I'm
trying-
talking. And I
I'm
be
trying
like,
to get
sit
it
up
to
Man,
when I'm talking to you.
you going to talk to him like a
I'm
child.
playing. I don't
He's,
say
I
that.
hope you playing. I hope you playing.
but like you should, you
Y'all
really
break off the
shouldn't
chain.
say
All
things.
y'all crazy.
You really shouldn't say things that you can't take back. Because
And that's definitely what I try not to
And
do.
I try my best not to say it. I walk out the room like I don't believe you should call her like things you say you shouldn't say like bitches, hoes, nuts.
Or better yet,
Unless we doing the
better yet,
dirty, and that's what she
Right,
like. to
and
be
you
called.
role playing.
better
Yeah,
yet,
yeah.
and check it out. I think people underestimate the power of silence. Like you said, basically the dude, he's listening to you, but he's too silent. He
ain't
That
arguing.
can just be enough.
And then
I
you
don't
like-
know. It is
You
frustrating.
ready to jump on his back
Yeah, I mean, probably.
because he listening. Ain't that something?
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that he ain't done with me yet. Okay, that's all. I'm a work in progress.
Yeah.
We all are.
Yeah, like I mean,
We
but
all
I
are.
actually don't want to be put in situations like that because again, it's never just because it happened today. It's such a build up over time, and then we always look crazy when we're actually kind of reacting to it.
But let me switch it right quick. Let's go to the other side. When we talking about communication, we talking about love language, we talking about what to say, what not to say. Have y'all ever took the time to realize that y'all teach us what to tell you, what not to tell you?
Yeah.
And y'all teach us that very early.
Yeah. But do you not understand
But-
that women are observant and sometimes we know when you're putting on?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
We putting on.
We know when you're putting on. We know when you are pacifying us.
Oh, you went a whole nother direction with that one. But what do you mean?
I'm saying, if you're saying we teach you all what to say, what not to say, we know when you're pacifying us and you're saying some of the
something
things
to
get us to hush.
Yeah.
Because
or-
you taught us that.
No, we didn't.
No,
Yes,
we
you
didn't.
did. Look, I
No,
give you a
no,
good.
y'all always
I can
say
give,
that,
I can
but-
give you a great example. I'm with my boys. I'm out, and you got to remember, very early in our relationships, we tell y'all everything. Who did what did, and that gets us in trouble because that pillow talk will get you in trouble every time. We'll tell you everything. We'll come home one night, or we'll be with you, and we'll tell you what happened. And the first thing you'll say is, well, "What the hell was you doing?" And you say, "Well, I was just doing this," and then it turned into something else.
Yeah.
And we'll be sitting there going, "Oh, can't tell her that."
Because you
And
feel
we,
like-
No,
we
no,
stopped
no.
talking right then.
You feel like she tried to use your words against you.
Yeah, don't use my
And
words
you
against
was
me.
telling her about somebody else, but she automatically brings it back to
Yeah,
you.
like, what
You
was
like,
you
oh,
doing in
well,
the
I
night?
can't tell you
I can't
nothing
tell you
else.
nothing no more.
I can't
Well,
tell you
one
nothing
thing-
else.
okay, so
I gotta
also-
pick and choose what I tell you.
When it comes to
Exactly.
communication, how in God's name can you just decide that just because her reaction is a natural and your reaction is that you cannot determine that because she said, "Oh, with XYZ," oh, I'm not gonna tell her that no more. No, that's kind of insecurity on your own.
No,
part.
because you gotta.
Yes, because
it's
you
survival.
have
for
you
us.
have decided
That
that,
is
in
survival.
one moment, her asking a question or replying back to what you said. Oh, now I can't tell
No,
her.
hold on.
No,
Wait a minute.
I
It's
think we gotta be
that-
more specific.
The more specific, like if I'm telling you something and about my day or what's going on, and then you become accusatory. Is that a word?
What's gonna be a word today?
It's gonna be a word.
Hashtag
Accusatory. This nigga use accusatory, and you start it now. It starts coming back and affecting our house and our happiness because of whatever you thinking. We will stop talking, but we'll stop telling you certain things because in our mind, we ain't trying to argue with you. We ain't trying to fuss with you or fight with you, baby. I was just telling you about my day.
I don't think
What they
everything
gotta
fussing.
do? Huh?
Y'all think everything fussing.
And y'all think everything not. Y'all
What?
be like that.
What you mean everything not what?
If you say things a certain way, you are fussing. But you say that you're not.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, what if I
Quickly.
just talk that way?
Oh man.
Well, it's just, Rashad, I'm being for real. Like, what if it's just like I'm just asking?
She's passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta be like that from day one then.
What if and then you are, but then it's over time maybe that becomes a lot.
Yeah, it becomes.
What do you want the woman to do? Say nothing? That's
No,
what I
no,
think y'all
no,
want.
no.
No,
We
it's
talking
It's all
about. We
about
talking
how
about.
you say what you say.
We talking about communication. Learn how to talk to me, just like I have to learn how to talk to you.
Yeah,
you got to
Okay,
learn how
yeah.
to talk to
tells
me.
that all the
But
time.
you can learn how to talk to someone, but they should also understand that some of it just could be just a natural how your tone is, just how you talk. If I talk with my hands, that can be aggressive to some people. Okay, let me put my hand. But my God, if every little thing is triggering you, and I can't say after a while, I don't even know if I really want to even be in this because I feel like I can't even be myself. I can't even say anything
Well,
without
I
something
just
to be
want the
in.
consistency though.
Oh, I'm consistent.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because
But
at
most-
first,
most
So
women
if
don't.
But
you-
I mean,
if
in
you
terms
are
of
like
who
that-
I'm saying in terms of who I am, I'm very consistent in that. Now, naturally, I might have a good day, a bad day,
bad day.
but that's anybody. But
That's true, but that bad day shouldn't come home and reflect on your man.
how about the man just be like, I know you had a bad day.
Let me
and
rub
just
your
give
feet.
me, let me hug on you, but
but
instead,
then I'm gonna tell you what y'all do. He do all that and he be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait, what was all
what's
that?
wrong? You be like,
No,
no,
wait, don't
I'm
be-
trying to be consoling to
and
you.
guess what you're supposed to do as a man?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Okay,
I
There ain't
know.
nobody got time for them
she said-
games.
she said
No,
suck
wait a minute. They always say they don't want men playing games. Y'all play too many goddamn games. Now look at
Y'all can't
you
give
want
up
us
so
just-
easily.
No, we ain't got
Man
time
up.
for it. We ain't got time for that
Right.
bullshit.
Come on, man.
Don't
Man
nobody
up.
want to go through that.
Man up.
Fellas.
Man
fellas.
up.
Fellas.
Man up.
Fellas. Am I telling the truth? Ain't no man got time for that bullshit.
Nah.
Say what you want and mean what you say.
I think, and again, that can go both ways with a man. Like in terms for us, say what you mean and mean what
Yeah,
you say.
but that's what we was talking about in the sense of early on, y'all let us know what we can say and what we can't say. We know what's gonna trigger y'all. And all day you like, no, it doesn't. But 6 months later, well, you mean when you said da da da?
Ah,
I
damn.
shouldn't have said that. Should have told her that.
Can't
She's
tell her
gonna-
that
She's
shit
gonna
no
flip back. She's gonna bust back at me. You know what I'm saying? Easy. And you gave her the ammunition.
What you
I'm gonna
think,
stop
Bree?
giving you ammunition.
I see it coming.
No, I was going to say, and on that note, what is your love language? What is your conflict style? Do you shut down? Do you build up? Do you hit below the belt? Answer that in the comments. Hashtag the other side, and we'll talk to you next week. Until then, later.
Peace.
Peace.